Okay, we make a start then, everybody. So can I say good afternoon and welcome to everybody. My name is Susan Ramsey and I'm a celebrant from the British Humanist Association. And on behalf of Charles and Elizabeth, can I offer you all a warm welcome and thank you for coming to share and celebrate the arrival of Izaak William and Donovan Elton Scott. This is to be a humanist naming ceremony, and it is a non-religious ceremony because Charles and Elizabeth believe that Izaak and Donovan should be free to make their own decisions about what they want to believe when they are older. Humanism is an approach to life based on reason, experience, and our shared human values. It promotes a positive, caring outlook for the non-religious and stresses we should all be trying to lead good and happy lives and helping others to do the same. So today is a time for adults to consider your responsibilities towards Izaak and Donovan as they become the new children amongst you. Now, Izaak and Donovan's lives will be shaped and affected by all of you, loved and supported by you. They will develop physically and intellectually and will look to you to share in their world of experiences. Grandparents, uncles, aunties and friends will all in some way live on in these children's lives as they will inherit and absorb many of your gifts, abilities and advice. So all members of the family are very important to a child, and I want to particularly mention Izaak and Donovan's grandparents, Pat and Fred, who play a very significant part in their lives. So I'm now going to ask Pat if she'd like to come forward. She has something to read to us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I thought this would be an appropriate time to read to you a letter Elizabeth sent to me a few weeks after Donovan and Izaak were born. Dear Mum, a little letter whilst the babies are asleep. I've tucked them in their cots and put the nappies in to steep. I took the bottle teats because their feeding seems so slow and stabbed them with the safety pin to quicken up the flow. I haven't learned the knack of how to bathe the babies yet. They seem to get so angry, they bathe themselves with sweat. And when I get them in, after dithering about, they whittle in the water and I have to take them out. But if the days are difficult, the nights are harder still. I'm not one to complain, but well, today perhaps I will. I'm sleeping in my cosy bed and everything's all right, when little hungry whimperings come stealing through the night. And off into the gloom we go, the babies and the mother, slowly down the landing, holding on to one another. I know they're only little, and I know they must be fed, but I'd give £1,000 if I could jump back into my bed. You see, I haven't had decent sleep for weeks and weeks, but still I gamely dab the bottled roses on my cheeks. My lovely shiny hair that used to bounce about before is clogging up the hairbrush in the dressing table drawer. I'm so tired, Mother, and my muscles seem so slack. They say that doing exercise will bring my figure back. My lovely tummy, flatter than the surface of a lake, feels just like a plate of that blancmange you used to make. So in the afternoon, I have a nap, a little rest, an easy thing to do a normal person would suggest. I curl up on the sofa with the papers on the floor, and half a dozen people start to hammer on the door. Friends I haven't seen for years, there in their overcoats. In they troop with coughs and colds and ulcerated throats. I have to give them cups of tea, I have to give them cakes, and underneath my breath I think, push up for heaven's sake. I'll cook the dinner now and peg the nappies on the line. Mum, I'll have to go, but yes, the boys and me are fine. I'll walk them in their pram, but now it's gone in for repairs. I'm afraid it's got a rupture when I heaved it down the stairs. Love to everyone at home, and will you tell them all? Clapping for the little house, but everyone's too small. I'll have to love and leave you. There's wailings from on high. Did I make the right decision, Mother? Yes. Goodbye. I'm sure you will all realise Elizabeth did not send me such a letter. It is actually an adaptation of a poem called Coping by Pam Ayres. Thank you.
So then, Donovan Elton was the first of the boys to be born at 3:30 p.m. on the 20th of May, weighing 8 pounds 7 ounces. And then Izaak William came along at 3:31 p.m. weighing 7 pounds 8 ounces. They were born at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Gateshead. The boys are Charles and Elizabeth's second and third children, because their sister Madeline will be 3 years old in December. So Charles and Elizabeth are very naturally proud of their beautiful family. So we come to the naming. For every one of us, we've had no say in the choice of our name. Our parents choose this for us. And we carry this as our identification in the world, marking us out from others, making us unique and recognised by it, and hopefully we will like it. Izaak and Donovan's names will be part of their perception of who they are. It stands for their individuality and character and brings them into the minds of those who pick up their names. A name once given will be associated forever with a face, a voice, a laugh, and all the other idiosyncrasies our family and our friends recognise. Their names will be spoken, whispered, shouted, cried, sung, and written thousands of times by family, friends, schoolmates, teachers, doctors, and hopefully their own children and grandchildren. It will define their identity. So we now come to the most important part of the ceremony, when Charles and Elizabeth will state their commitment to their son